Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play Torment Tides of Numenera. This is episode 139, I believe I'm on. I'm IVATOPIA, and we're trying to get through and finish the game. We've got to be close to the end now. Last game for this pool, we've got all this thing to look at now, so let's head on down and check it out.
If you want a job done right.
What? If you want a job done right? What? Do it yourself? Get someone else to do it? What? Okay.
You've got it.
It's tenant to find. Okay. Oh, is this
It's a plan.
cut off here? Okay, I was not expecting that. Oh, there. That makes more sense. I was like, can it only access a little tiny bit of this huge map? But it's behind us.
Here we go
Can I
then.
grab that? Probably not. No, probably not. No, I don't think he could.
I'm going.
He's like, I can do it! No, you can't. Oh god, where's the other guy's gone?
Sure.
Oh! Just right over there randomly with them. Like, what the hell? George, what are you doing?
Fine.
I can't reach it. I need you to run off.
All right.
Can't. What was that say? Oh, a new face. Where did you come from, stranger? Wait a minute. Couldn't he have just gone up there? We'll chat with you in 1 second.
At last.
Actually, what is this? The shelter was built from a variety of exotic materials. Scythe steel. Was that palatable? Whatever that word is. Metals and abundant silk. It looks like it's been here a long time, and has probably served many different groups of explorers. Okay.
I'm going.
I guess to interact, not to read. Oh no, they can't use this.
Go.
Huh. Okay, what we need to do is up this up. Oh, no. I keep missing the areas.
Yes.
Okay, let's chat with these and do the stuff first before we keep moving on, because someone's going to teleport us, isn't it? Hello, friend. Dorian, this tall, weathered man nods to you. He hurried himself stiffly, as if something will crack off if he moves too quickly. He glances at you, your tattoo, and smiles. Hello, Castoff. I am Dorian, prophet of the changeling dog. Oopsie. Changing dog. Oh my god, I said dog again. God. Changing God. Why did I say dog? Changing dog. Oh my crying out loud. Changing God. G-O-D. G-O-D. God. Changing God. It's been a while since we've seen anyone come through here. What's your business in the Ascension? Looking for a circle of dark, highland material known as magnetic alumite. Butchering these names, by the way. Have you seen anything like that? His eyebrows. Now that is interesting business. Sadly, I cannot help you. We see nothing but pretty lights, to be honest. I think that's all there is in this place. Does it mean that you're a prophet of the changeling god? Ah, title only, he says, bowing his head in momentary respect. The cultists of the changeling god. I believe I have special connection, because I found some well-hidden secrets of your fathers once. He shrugs. Between you and me, I just got lucky. What secrets did you find? He weighs it off monetarily. Nothing that would interest you. An old workshop of his with some trinkets. I didn't understand any of it, but the cultists were ecstatic. They drafted me as a prophet and confiscated everything. Well, he winks. Everything I didn't sell first. Fair comparison for my efforts, you know. Are you part of the court of changeling god in sagas? Because I am the changeling god. So he says to that. He narrows his eyes. Possible, I suppose, but highly unlikely. Perhaps your actions will prove you out, but I doubt it. We are cultists. Why do I keep calling cultists? I got no clue. Just go with it, people. Of the changeling god. At least I'm not saying changeling dog anymore. Changeling god. Yes. Though I'm afraid we have little to do with our colleagues inside the cliffs. There is not a lot of oversight between our churches. What are you doing in Ascension? Seeking, he says in a steady, casual tone. How do you study casual tones? Seeking. Oh, I got no clue. We have it on good, though possibly outdated, authority that this place holds more of your father's secrets. You know, I just said I am him and you're saying my father. Disrespectful. Secrets. We found nothing yet. However, Until we do, we are enjoying the sights and the silence, the crystals and the lights. He shrugs. Our pursuits have taken us to less pleasant places. What can you tell me about this place? Very little, he says. Blinking? Don't normal people blink? Why do they say blinking? Or they just go like rapid blinks, you know, sort of thing. There are crystals, there are lights, there is no one to talk to, and little of value to find. It's a lovely world, but I fear we may be wasting our time here. Are you sure you can't tell me anything about Dissension? There is lots to tell. It's a beautiful place, but the vow of life. Are you really sure? It's just the same thing now. Farewell! And farewell to you! Yeah, you got anything else to say? Keep moving. If I were you, no offense. You're threatening me because I see you have a big bow behind you. You're going to shoot me or something. Oh, this guy wants a chat. This tall, lithe man has upkept shock of bright red hair. I wouldn't really call that bright red. I would say it's more brown, but if you class it as red, it's dark red at least. Apparently that's bright red, but whatever. His skin is ashen, as if coloured by the dust of old tombs. I guess that one fits. It's been a long time since he's seen a real sun. His smile is thin and twitching, and determined light burns his eyes. Well, that guy kept calling me your father, so here's a sun right in front of you. Another cast-off, he says with a sneer. Another echo. Wow. That's just rude. Who are you? Can you tell me anything? Who are you? Asclarian, he says, the name proudly, as if you should have heard of him. I act. I act? He falls silent, his eyes glittering with contempt. I act? What? Okay, moving on. Do you mean you act? The prophet Doran hears. He says, nodding at the man standing nearby, and depending on what he hears, I act. So if he goes, get me a cup of tea, you act to get him a cup of tea. He says, lick the floor, you will lick the floor, because you can act to lick the floor. Alright then. Is that he eyes you, fingers colouring at his side. You're not thinking like he wants to not to stab me, because I see you've got a weapon there too. So you do what Doran says. No, he says, I act on his words. So you do what he says. It's kind of stupid. This sounds an awful lot like taking orders to me. It would to you, he snarls. One of his eyes is twitching now. You don't know what we are. We do not tumble about the world like you do, inflicting little damage or claiming to be more than we are. We listen, we decide. So, get me a cup of tea. Should I do it? Yes, I will. So you do as he says. He takes a long, shuddering breath, calming himself. Then we act, but no one tells us to do so. He actually is going to pick that up, and then you pick it up. You did it because he told you to do so. Caramba. Can you tell me anything about Dissension? I can, but I won't. The Prophet Doran will decide what you are allowed to know. Echo. So again, you do as he's telling you. Looking for a circle of dark. It's called Married Apple. Have you seen it? Yeah, why do you call me an Echo? The strong are those who act. Seriously? Have I not been acting for this whole game? But whatever. If anything, I've been doing what I want to do in the game, so I've been acting all the time, but I've not been acting because people have been telling me to. Where you are. Except for when I follow quests, and I'm acting because they tell me to. But that's beside the point. He says, closing his eyes as if quoting from memory. They change the world, break the sky with their thunder. His eyes open, dark and disdainful. And then there is the echo. A weak imitation of the source's fury, claiming to be more important than it is. Cast-offs are echoes of him and deserve none of his glory. Have you seen the stuff my guy's done? Seriously. Me. There are many cast-offs. Even if you think we're weaker than our father, don't we have large effect on the world? I claim no more importance than I deserve. I've changed my mind. I couldn't be less interested in what you think. Less effect of the world. Yes, he says, raising his eyebrow, his lips twitch again. Certainly an echo has power on its own. It can shake mountainsides, create avalanches, then bury villages. You just couldn't do any of that. Oh my god. Well, you're a little echo, so you do nothing. And then he's just saying, yes, you do all this stuff. Because no offense, shaking a mountainside, that's pretty impressive. Creating an avalanche, that can be devastating. And that buries a village, super devastating. He smirks at you. It doesn't make the echo clever. An echo simply goes where it's sent. Like you, dumbass. I'm looking for a circle hybrid material. It's called Madrid. Have you seen it? All castles are echoes of the chains of God. What are you then? A man like him. A man of action. Yet you only do things when you're told. Wow. Are you caught? No. Well, I'm going to said that. He shakes his head slowly. His eyes never leaving yours. It's the same as before now. Even your questions are echoes. His eyes looking away. You are an echo because you're not the source. It's simple. You want to say the same? Or do you want me to keep being echo? Look. Echo, 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 echo. Annoying little brat. Okay, hello. I serve the prophet. Doran, speak to him, not me. Are you lost, little cast-off? Wow, these are so condescending, these people. I've already read that, so I guess since this is a dead end, we'll see what this does, and then we'll head up here.
Fine.
Let's save the game before we interact and do something we shouldn't and kill ourselves. What's on this one? Save, alright. Da-da. Okay. The massive crystalline structure looks like a shrine of some sort. Coloured lights float about inside, each one like a tiny galaxy trapped within the crystal. As you approach, the crystal begins to hum, hum, hum. The resonance shake your skull. The humming shifts, increases until you hear a voice. Reveal. The bright voice echoes directly in your mind. It stutters, uncertain, like someone trying to remember her to speak. Greetings, patterned one. Patterned one? What? I am the speaker. Welcome to the ascension of Kex Lillian? I am sorry, but the oracle no longer exists. The light pulses once, then a much deeper voice emits from the crystal. Revelation! The oracle was immortal. Time was the weapon that killed her. Immortal, but time killed her. I thought the whole point being immortal, you can't die, but okay. Something clicks or cracks within the crystal, and it speaks with the bright voice again. I regret that without the oracle, I have very few answers for you, but I will do what I can. Okay. Why do you call me the patterned one? Yeah. Probably because you're an echo of an echo of an echo of an echo of your pattern. A few of the lights pulled together, creating a glorious circle in the air. No, not a circle, a pentagon, like your tattoo. Patterns are what we do, patterned one. Life is a pattern, and your life more than most. You're foretold a certain shape, a shape I've seen before. The light twirl and shine wistfully. A man came through here long ago. He did some work here, I believe, or maybe came to hide something or find something. He never revealed to me his true purpose. The man who shares my pattern, I need to find something he did. Do you know where it might be? I apologize, but I do not. Investigation was not my specialty, only speaking. The crystal vibrates once. The deep voice speaks. Revelation! The speaker can speak to all. Sentence. Even those that did not exist at the time of its creation. You said revelation is in a different voice. What does that mean? You are mistaken, speaker. Speakers are not authorized to grant revelations without the oracle's permission, and the oracle is no more. You hear another crack from deep within the crystal, as harsh as ice breaking underfoot. The deep voice speaks again. Revelation! The speaker cannot hear itself give revelations. So it's giving revelations, but doesn't know it's giving revelations, I guess. Okay. It stutters and falls silent for a moment before saying in bright voice, I wish that I did have some revelations for you, pattern one. Alas, the time is long past. Do you know anything about the other humans over there, Dora and his companions? I do not. No. Do they know anything about me? I will not speak with them. But you speak to me, okay. His answers is surprisingly curt. Why won't you talk to the other humans? The light inside the crystal dims slightly. I do not trust them. They don't taste right. Feed it on them. You feed on me then. You hear a sound in your mind, remarkably like a clucking tongue. I cannot explain it. What do you do to me? Revelation! The deep voice adds above a chorus of brittle snaps within his body. The speaker tastes a strange pattern to one of the humans. Two patterns of thought where there should be one. Huh. So some of these... I wonder if it's the main guy over there. You know, the one who's like, well, I found something, so someone kept it, and they think I'm like a chosen one. Maybe he has got something inside them. What does it mean that you're the speaker? My full title was once the speaker for the Oracle of Kixlicious. I says the name with soft reverence. I heard questions from pilgrims, relayed them to the Oracle, and then conveyed the Oracle's answers via revelation. I gave wisdom to this entire world. The crystal's lights dimmed. Now I speak for no one, and I have few answers to give. The deeper voice speaks again. Revelation! When the speaker dreams, it dreams of weeping sometimes. The tears are made of light. Others, tiny black gems. That's what we need, isn't it? Is the thing we're after inside this? Can you read my thoughts? No, but I can taste them. Among other things, that's how I know to speak in your language. What was the oracle? You are standing on it, or rather what remains of it. The Kexglitches built the oracle to answer the most difficult questions of existence. The voice grows wistful. Then Lish left. The oracle remained for 100,000 years or so before it broke down. I suppose all that's left of the oracle are the... I was going to say prophets. That's not prophets, is it? Fobbits? Fobbits? Several sharp clacks resound in the crystal. The deeper voice says, Revelation! The prophets, whatever, were not always sentient. Conjuring would they have become so if the oracle had not chosen disintegration? What? He disintegrated them? Okay, what are prophets? The lights dance within the crystal in the manner you can only interpret as proud. We are the prophets. The sparkling light you see inside some of the crystals. I guess all this. If the oracle was a brain, then we were its neurons. Each one of us had our own job, our own specialization. You can't speak to the others, of course. That is to say, they're perfectly intelligent, but they are entirely unaware of you. The only reason you and I can speak is because of my role as speaker. The others weren't made for communication or perception. The speaker throbs. The deep voice cuts into the air. So one of them must actually be there to speak to the whole Revelation deep voice guy. Revelation! Common fobbits were used to store activation states and simple information. Some may still react to basic physical stimulation. If other fobbits are sentient, then could you speak to them for me, or at least make them aware of my presence? Of course, but they know nothing. I don't see what's interpreting what the speaker trails off, pulsing throughout. No, there is a way they can help. Several fobbits in that area were in charge of transmission tracks, communication pathways, connecting the oracle's smaller subsystems. When the oracle passed, those pathways became obsolete, and their fobbits quotient. But those tracks could serve as bright to help you explore the area. Bridges. Oh, I'm 18 minutes. We'll read this bit and we'll end this episode. The deep voice booms. Revelation, like humans, like the Lilnish, also required physical structure for transversal. Only a few fobbits specialize in areas requiring this knowledge. The speaker is not among them. Speaker's bright voice returns. Try to interact with the fobbits. When you do, I'll ask them to activate or deactivate. They may not all be as helpful as you would like, but I think you will figure a way to get around. Okay, so we have to click on these and bridge some walls. So it's going to be a puzzle. Figure some way. Historical game, what was it? What happened to the Luris? I do not know. They left one day, abandoning the ascension entirely. Perhaps they ascended to a higher form of life. In any case, they did not need the Oracle anymore. Okay. Farewell. And with that, I think we're going to end the episode here. So, next episode, we will see if we can activate these fobbits as he's talked about. I guess it's these, maybe. And at least go up here if there's nothing else down here to interact with. Oh, I didn't even see that one before. Or did I? I don't remember. I'm thinking... Well, Dad should know because I didn't want to activate it yet because we talked to them. I don't know. We'll activate that in a minute. Next episode. Please like, please subscribe, please share next time. I'm IVATOPIA. Hope you liked, hope you enjoyed. Please put some comments, please share this video. Please subscribe to the channel. That help me grow. You're awesome. See you next time. Bye everyone and watch more on the channel. Thank you very much. Bye.